Hello viewers, welcome to Ohio Air Gun Shooter. By the way, if you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button, and if you can, like this video. It helped me out a lot. Thank you. In this video, I'm going to follow up on the Walther P38 from Umarex. I recently did a unboxing and tabletop review of this air pistol. It is a 4.5 millimeter steel BB. It uses a single 12-gram CO2 cartridge. It is blowback. It has a single action trigger, manual safety, and the magazine holds 20 rounds. State of velocity is up to 400 feet per second. We're going to run it over the chronograph today and see if we can achieve that. And then we will also do some target testing. We're indoors. It's very cold outside, very snowy. I have about 6.5 yards in my basement, so that should be sufficient for this today. So tell you what, I'm going to get this out of the box again, and we'll load up a CO2 cartridge and some BBs, and then we'll get to the shooting. Thank you. Before I load it up with CO2 and BBs, just want to get a weight. £1, 13.5 ounces. Or 838 grams. I did go around and oil up what I can with silicone oil. Safety was really stiff, so I tried to squirt some silicone oil in there. A little better. Has a little bit of a play like right in here, but it works. It does have a little F for fire, and then up top here it has safe. But hopefully this thing will get a little better as it goes. I might just not even fiddle with it too much. But alright, to load this, you simply pull the side off. You can eject the magazine first. Here you go. And the side just pops off. It does have a little tab here. Twist down. And I am going to use the CO2 cartridges that came with it, with the little bundle that I got. So again, I'm not familiar with this brand of CO2 cartridge. I looked on the back, just says it's distributed by, so I don't know who actually makes these, but it looks similar to everything else. So thought I'd give them a try. Put a little drop of Crossman Pelgun oil on the top. Drops right in. Twist till you hear the little hiss. Oh, it's going to pierce. This nozzle even fit in there. Interesting. There we go. It's a little bit tight, but it's in there. I heard a little tiny hiss, so we're charged up with CO2. Put the grip back on. There's two little notches. Make sure they go in there. But this does have really nice simulated wood grips. Very comfortable. Alright, load in the BBs. We're just going to use Umarex brand steel BBs. Holds 20 rounds. While I'm loading this, I just want to give a quick shout out to Rune Rebel. If you haven't visited this channel yet, I suggest you do so. He has a lot of good stuff in his videos, a lot of good information. He deals with a lot of these replicas, paintball markers. So if you haven't yet, check him out. He does a really good job with his videos. But I was having a little difficulty loading these. They're going everywhere. Come here. Fingers got oil on them, so they're slippery. But they didn't want to go down at first. I think there was maybe a little burr or something in there, but they're going now. I just cleaned it out. So they're dropping in there really easily now. But yeah, just load through here. Put your 20 BBs in. Pretty easy. You usually hold your finger. I usually just hold this follower down my thumb so it doesn't accidentally shoot up on you as you're loading these, because if you just bump it, it'll want to shoot up, and sometimes the BBs will just shoot out everywhere. So either hold down here or just kind of hold it here. See, they just all popped out. So oh well, let me get this loaded and then I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. I got the 20 BBs loaded up. Yeah, you lock this follower down, and if you're loading it, it doesn't take much to bump it, and it just wants to release on you, and then the BBs will just shoot right out of here. So I'll have to go run the magnet around later. I can see a few of them. So at least I didn't have 20 all the way in there. But there we are. We got the CO2 loaded up, and we'll move over to the chronograph. Alrighty, got my chronograph set up. I'll just be shooting off into the distance there. There's some cardboard boxes with, I got some backstops. I got a bunch of cardboard boxes with a bunch of like plastic shopping bags balled up really tight. So they make a pretty good backstop for these lower powered BB guns. But I'll just be using this chronograph here. It's a lower cost Amazon purchase. Works pretty good though. Just be sure you lock it into feet per second. Otherwise, it'll be shooting in meters per second. I was getting a few errors with this on my last video. I changed out the batteries, so they were kind of low. So we'll see how it goes today. And tell you what, I got it loaded up 20 rounds. We'll do 10 rounds over the Chrony, and then I'll change angles. That way we can see the blowback action with another 10 rounds. So we got 10 rounds of Umarex steel BBs loaded into the Walther P38. Safety is off. Rack to slide. Hammer's back. We're ready to fire. First rounds. .418 418.8 feet per second. 421.9 feet per second. So we've already exceeded the 400s. 417.4 feet per second. 409.2. 403.3. Trigger's a little tacky. It's a little sticky. I can feel it. Nice blowback action though. 396.0. Might be leveling off a bit. That was an error, or didn't even read. Try this again. Now I'm getting nothing. 386.2. 382.7. All right, let's get some blowback action here. Raise this up a bit. 377.8, 385.4, 382.2, 378.1. So we're below the 400s now. 376.3, 374.4, might be it. 367.6. I think we're locked back. Oh, that's empty. Didn't feel like it was locked back, but it is. Yeah, you gotta, so it's definitely empty. You gotta just decock it yourself. Safety on. I loaded up 20 more rounds. Let the gun sit for about 5 or 10 minutes. Furnace is kicking on. It's 70 degrees Fahrenheit indoors. So I'm gonna get 10 more over the chronograph. A couple of those didn't read. I got my X radar chronograph as well. It reads up to 600 feet per, I think 698 feet per second. So whatever shots don't read on the chronograph down here, I'll be able to pick them up with this as well. So I'm not sure why some of these don't read. Maybe it's not shooting a BB when it goes through. It could be these shiny BBs. I'm not sure. I've had problems with the smaller projectiles before. It doesn't pick them up sometimes. Like my Crossman Primera hollow points. I've had problems where it won't even pick those up. So we just kind of do a little double backup chronograph readings. So let's reload this. Safety off. Ready for action. Another 20 rounds. .428, that says .426. .416, that says .414. So a little bit of a difference. .406, this is reading .410. .401, .404. Again, this is getting, I mean, the velocity is going to drop as soon as it leaves the barrel, so that's probably why you're getting a bit of a difference. 401, 404. Steady 400s now. 395, still 400 exiting the muzzle. 390, 394. 386, 388. 384.9, 388. 379, 382. Let me try this on top. I'll do this side so I can see. I don't want to hit my chronograph. 384, 380. 378.7, 380 again on this one. 377, 378. This might be the last shot. 371.8, 376. No. 370, 372. 369.5, 372. 365.6, 370. Should be about on the last shot here, I think. 365, 368, 364.3, 64. Lock back, 360, and 364. So, didn't even hit, I mean, every one of those read on that one this time. But we had backup. So you can see there's a difference between this one and that one. This being, you know, the projectile is just exiting, so that's probably the fastest it's traveling, and then it slows down. You know, I mean, with air guns, it just drops off quick as soon as it exits the barrel. So, all right, empty mag. Again, this you gotta just decock yourself. Safety on. Alrighty, we'll get it set up for some target testing. Alright, I got my target area set up. I'll be shooting into this box. I'll put a target on it in a minute. But I'm at a distance of about from there to about here is about 6 yards. To about here, I think it's like 6.5. But I got my shelf in the way, so I move up to about here, which gives me about 6 yards. So, I just got some paper targets. Some of these old used shoot and see targets. The sheets that you peel them off. These make good little targets. You know, just put a dot in the middle. You can shoot. And I got a few others. So, I didn't change out the CO2 cartridge. I'm just going to shoot and see how many shots we can get total and just kind of see target wise, you know, how we can do. The gun's been sitting a few minutes, so the CO2 it should have warmed up pretty good by now. But I just try to get as many shots as we can off of one. So we'll start with one of these. Bring this up. Zoom in a little bit. Bring this up higher. Gonna aim right about here, so we'll see where it lands, and I can adjust. There's no sights are unadjustable, so you just pretty much got to do everything by eye. So I got 20 more rounds loaded up. I'll shoot each target. I'll probably maybe we'll do 10 rounds each target. Try to get groups of 10. We're ready to go. Safety can be applied with the hammer back. That was 10 rounds. Looks like I was shooting low. There's 5 here. So let me bring my aim up. It could be CO2 levels dropping. But let me see if I can bring my aim up, and we'll do the next 10 shots. I'll aim just above the black dot here. Matter of fact, here, let me do this. Put this right there. Well, I'm going to aim right at that red dot, just below it. We are locked back, empty, magazine. Again, you gotta decock this yourself. Just be careful. Safety on. Little tab fell off, but pretty much all grouped in the same area again. I had one go high. I'm gonna put a fresh CO2 and then we'll do another 20 rounds. This round, I'm installing a Crossman brand 12 gram CO2 cartridge. Alright, so I changed out CO2 cartridges, put a fresh Crossman brand 12 gram CO2 cartridge. That did run 60 shots, 40 over the Chrony and then another 20 with target testing. That's pretty good. I mean, with a blowback, this does have a pretty good snappy blowback. So, and just, I mean, my windage was good, just the elevation. Again, no adjustable sight, so I'll just have to adjust. With the fresh CO2 cartridge, velocity should go up a bit, so hopefully that will, raise the aim of the point of impact. I am going to start here again, and if I am shooting low, I will bring it back up. Matter of fact, I'll put another dot on there. That's the handy thing about these. You can just keep using them. I'll put one there. So, alrighty, let's get her loaded up here. Again, 20 rounds, Umarex brand, steel BBs. Safety off. Cock it, and you can reapply the safety. So I'll just do 10 and then I'll readjust for the last 10. Get us a little extra light here. There we go. Empty. Safety on. So I did bring it up. I was aiming here, so it did come up. It does shoot low. I mean, again, windage is good. It's just you got to work on the elevation. So again, no adjustable sights. So it does shoot low. So we'll do another 20 rounds. Just use up this magazine or the CO2 cartridge. Change out targets. It's a little smaller target, so kind of. I'm gonna aim probably here. I'm gonna try to land them into here. Might go a little higher. Might just go below the clip here. But it is shooting low. Definitely gonna have to work on that. The trigger pull it's kind of heavy. It kind of drags. So, but I mean, it's not affecting my windage at all. So, I mean, I'm getting a feel for the trigger. It's just we got to work on the elevation. So, let's give this another try. 20 more rounds. I just squeezed the last two off rapid fire. Again, empty, safety off. You can't drop the trigger. You gotta manually decock it because there's gas left in there. I was aiming. I was started out here a little bit, but I moved up just below this, so definitely helped the elevation. Some of these I think I pulled, but again, windage is great. It's just it shoots low, so I compensated. Was able to land within the target. Only 4 outside of it, so not bad. I mean, again, only 6 yards, so indoors. So definitely when the weather gets nice, this is definitely going to be a fun gun to take outside. So let's get back to the review table and we'll wrap this up. So there we had some velocity testing and some accuracy testing with the Walther P38 from Umarex. Again, 4.5 millimeter steel BB, powered by a single 12 gram CO2 cartridge. Velocity numbers, we did achieve the 400 feet per second, went over. It did maintain that for a while. We also target wise, accuracy wise, it wasn't bad. Windage was good. Elevation, it just shoots low. Again, only 6 yards that I had to work with. Not a bad gun. It again, the trigger kind of drags as you pull it. Just not used to that. It just feels kind of weird. I'm sure I can get used to that. The blowback, very snappy blowback. Actually, you know, with a fresh CO2, the first couple shots, they were pretty loud in my basement, and just pretty good little pops. So definitely has a very good blowback action. I liked it. I've been wanting one for a long time. I'm glad I finally got one. I definitely could recommend it if you're into old historical pistols. Gets a smiley face from me, so hey, I don't know what else to say. Definitely will have to do some more videos on it, maybe work on my accuracy. I don't know what I can do with elevation, just something you got to do manually. There's no way. I mean, maybe, I don't know if you can file down the front sight, maybe to bring it up, I don't know, but too bad they're non-adjustable. But other than that, hey, I love it. How about you? Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Before I totally shut down the video for today, one thing I noticed is the ejector on this gun is on the left hand side. So I don't know if that's true to the actual steel version. Was the maker of this, the designer, was he left-handed? Because pretty much everything's on this side. So if you're shooting right-handed, you might be getting some brass in the face. Whereas if you're left-handed, it's going that way. So even on the Brettas, the ejectors are on this side. So just kind of noticed that it's on the left-hand side instead of the right-hand side. So was this designed by a left-hander? That'd be something interesting to look into. Anyhow, just a little side note. Again, thanks for watching. See you in the next video.